Hello everyone, this is Sharon Creations by Carrie. It's Carrie. Hope you're doing well. I have some cards for you. I had no idea what I was going to make, but I had a ton of ideas and things that didn't include cards. Yay, husband's up, so he's going to be making some noise. He's already sneezing. Dog's going to start whining, so I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible. Yesterday's cards, where I had made this one, and I didn't like that it was white on white because I goofed that up. So I took some of my silver tinsel Rangers embossing powder and outlined the ornament so it stood out apart from the snowflakes, and I like it even better now. So there's that one. I also added some more to these cards. Added a couple of the droplets, raindrops, I guess you call it, and I did a little bow. I did 3 that way and 3 with this color bow, which also pulled in the color. So, made a little addition. Couldn't leave it alone. I needed to add just a little bit more. So then, this was the last one I made. Kind of was staring off into space and noticed these hanging that I just got not too long ago, and decided, ooh, I have some paw print paper that would probably go really well with it. And so I just used my basic hello die, and then I used these 2 dies, which was a set, multiple set of tags and banners, and just glued chipboard, I think it is. Glued the paper down, made a card, and there's that one. Then I made a Christmas one, and I used this stencil, which it was just the top 3. I didn't use these. And then I used my Christmas. Is this one? Nope, that's Thanksgiving. Is it this one? Oop, that's not even it either. I thought I had these in order. It's this one.
Hey, bougie.
Hold on a second. He's trying to talk to me already. Okay, so my husband called me bougie because I didn't put my cup in the dishwasher. So anyway, you're probably gonna hear the dog start to whine and all that. So I'm just gonna keep going through. I took the shiny paper in the background and used this die cut, which was a set of multiples. The stacking dies, layering dies, whatever. Got like 11 frames in it. And with the stencil, I'd taken my embossing pen and went into there, into the strings and the topper of the ornament, and then did the silver tinsel and embossed it. And that's it. And then the next one, playing with my stencils again, and we get back in frame. And I had taken this stencil, which is a leaf one, and it's 2 separate leaves, 2 separate types of leaves. So I did it with the oranges and the greens and the yellows, and turned it to where the seam was going that way. And put, darn it, I could have swore I had these in order. I messed up the order. And then I used this giant hello die and had it open sideways. And then I have made this one, And I used this die. I did it in the top corner here, and then brought it down and did it in this corner. And I just used it. These are the inks with the blending brush. This one's kind of on the weird side, but it's different, which is one of the reasons I liked it, because it was different. And then just used, where is it? This one. This die set, which is basically the fall words. That's where I got that fall word from. And this regular set that has, happy, blessings, blessed, grateful, welcome. And yeah, I used the hello from it. And then there's that one. Oh, and that one stands. And I just mounted it on orange cardstock. And then I made this one for my son. And I don't think I made him one yet. Or I started to and I never finished it. Maybe. Actually, might have made him one and didn't give it to him. Or I planned to make him one and didn't happen. Because I got sidetracked making another one. So I had taken this die, which is just because. And then the first time I cut it out and I put it together, and I was having a hard time finding paper that worked with that lighter color, like a background color. And then I realized I was struggling because they were clashing against each other. So I'm like, well, I found another blue. But then I was like, what if I did the dark blue against the lighter color and then mounted it on dark paper? And I think it coordinates a little better. And then I made this, cut this out with this die, and kind of made it a little cockeyed intentionally because the die is already one of them odd ones. So I thought it would be add some interest with the explosions of the little design in the paper. Have this go straight, these are straight, and then the circles and the lines. So I thought add a little bit of interest, kind of take it a little on the angle. Yeah, so that's all of them, and then I stamped it with "I love you." I thought about doing a little strip one here, but because there was already words here, I was like, nope, that's not gonna work. And then I had these little half pieces that I got. It was in my stash. It could have possibly came from Wish.com, I think. Yeah, that's how long I've had it. I haven't bought from Wish in over 2 years, probably 3 or 4 years. So that was pretty funny. Um, so yeah, that's all of them. Wow, I can actually show you cards without babbling for 20 minutes. Yeah, I think that's all the things that I have done. Um, I definitely wanted to do an array of different types of cards. I didn't want to strictly do all Christmas, all fall. Oh, and a little tip that I used when I used the stencils is I used my little post-its. Taped them around to try to keep them from bleeding into each other. This one I did not, so it bled a little bit, so then I just added a little bit into these two. But I had it all sectioned off so that I could do the strips. And I used these blending brushes, which talk about being able to get into small spaces. And I got these from Temu. But they're you can't get in there with, let's say, you would have to do one of these tiny ones if you got the other ones, or like even these. You're never going to get the strip sectioned off without section without putting post-its in between each one, which I might have to next time, just because it was a little difficult to try to squeeze it in there. And if I decided to do this ornament in multiple colors, that I would also need to use the post-its. I used the red pointy ones to cover up the hanger part of the ornament so that I wouldn't ink those by accident. And so I am not a negative Nelly today. I actually like them all. I did pretty good with my alignment, except for the one I intentionally went a little cockeyed with. I kind of wished I had gone a little maybe across, just because it's so line, and I thought I would, by doing it a little crooked, that it would add to it, but I don't think it's crooked enough. But that would be the only thing that doing this a little different. Oh, and then I took some embossing ink with my Wow embossing pen, which I swear I'm using that more than I'm using the ink pad. I still haven't even opened the one that I got at Hobby Lobby. But I had taken the embossing pen and did these 3 circles, so these 3 circles shine compared to the rest of them. So I was trying to add a little bit more interest in it. Little man snoring up a storm. So that is my fun for the evening. Came in here for some therapy. And between the last 2 nights, I now have another large stack of cards. Although one's not staying, several are not going to stay in my stash. There's 7 of them. They're going to go to people that I know today and this week, possibly. So that's a nice stack. And I enjoyed it because I tried to make them all uniquely different. Tonight, I tried to do things totally different than what I've done so that they didn't look like the rest of them. So I'm pretty happy with those. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one, which is probably a haul this evening. Stay tuned. Thanks. Bye.